My name is Avery, and I'm a heckler at heart.
What am I at heart? An old man. I'm an old
think-
man at heart.
I think that's very accurate. Because
Right.
what comes out of you when you're not even, it's the old manness.
I'm an
And for
elderly
me,
gentleman.
and it's not a mean heckle, but I can't resist a DJ or a wedding DJ hates to see me coming. Oh, I will tear you up. I will eat you up.
And I like cheap things at grocery stores.
And we love things that are red.
Is that right?
Things that are red. And I've got something for you today, Tony. And this is diving deep into the Avery lore. But my things that are red is the point and click adventure game Nancy Drew and the Secret of the Scarlet Hand.
Okay. I have nothing to add to this.
I'm
It's
so
just going to be you
excited to
talking.
bring you into this world.
Okay.
So, Nancy Drew, computer games. We'll start there. These were such a formative activity for me and my sister. So, you know nothing about these adventures.
Just to get a visual in my head, is
Yes.
it like Oregon Trail?
So these games have been coming out since like late 90s, early 2000s. And so the graphics have gotten better over time. But it's like a first person. You play as Nancy. And you go in and at the beginning of these games, they give you a mystery to solve. And the game is you as Nancy are solving this mystery. It is so crazy and so fun. And so this one in particular is Nancy is an intern at a museum in Beach Hill. This museum is devoted to Mayan culture, and it will soon be exhibiting a newly discovered monolith to the public. However, shortly before the exhibition opens, one of the museum's most treasured pieces is stolen from the museum, and the thief leaves behind a mysterious red handprint. Nancy must find the stolen jade carving of Pascal, or whatever, and save Beach Hill from financial ruin. Fabulous. So you go through this game. You have to do your museum tasks, your intern tasks, and like learn about the Mayan culture. You go around, you talk to like the museum curator. You talk to the guy who works in the back lab restoring artwork. You talk to the mayor lady who told you to come here and help. So you go through this game and you gather clues. They give you a task list. And the way me and my sister lived for these games, it was, I don't know. I've never considered myself a gamer girl because I don't play like the gamey games.
Yeah.
But I've got that gamer girl spirit in me. When it's like a new Nancy Drew game has dropped, we are going to lock down and solve this mystery.
Is this still a thing that you do?
This is still a thing that I do.
Wow.
And so, Tony, I tried to play this game as a research project for this episode. I was like, this is the perfect excuse for me to go back and get into the secret of the Scarlet Hand. But it's only available on Windows.
Oh,
And I thought I had a workaround, but I couldn't get to it. And so I'm so sad because one of my goals over holiday break was I was going to play some Nancy Drew. But this is a thing we still do to this day. And so each game has a different mystery. And so it's completely different vibes each game. And this one stands out because I don't think my sister and I ever owned it. So we would swap games with my cousins. They were the ones who introduced us to this. And this is a memory I have forever. For my 12th birthday, I got my first double feature Nancy Drew. It came with Secrets Can Kill and Stay Tuned for Danger. Those were the two games. And one of them was a high school. The first ones were scary. There was like a murderer in a high school and we had to figure out who it was. And there are some times where Nancy dies. If you do the wrong thing, you can blow up the cafe, which I did multiple times. You die and you go, do you want to start over? That was a bad choice that you made. And Stay Tuned for Danger was a killer on the set of a soap opera. It's great stuff, man. So already, you said I have a dark underbelly. This might have been where it started.
Yeah.
I'm like hunting killers and thieves.
But you're not the killer.
I'm Nancy Drew. I'm the plucky young woman detective that's going to bust into the locked rooms and solve the puzzles and snatch the murderer.
I just like the word plucky. I've never heard that word before.
Oh, I think I learned the word plucky by reading Nancy Drew. And so I grew up like the Nancy Drew books are old. I would pour through those. Like I would go to the library, rent multiple Nancy Drew novels because they were written by multiple people. Like this is a character that lived beyond one author. And so just hearing, I don't know, I grew up with this plucky young girl detective. That's how they would always describe her.
So this is very interesting. You're in PR or obviously we're in this new world of what is PR and where's content, but like the idea of finding the story. Do you think this is?
These computer games have played a major role in shaping a lot of things, which is wild. So there are riddles and puzzles, and some of them, like the different types of puzzles. There are usually games involved to get secret clues. It's fabulous. Oh, like the random trivia I would get from these games, like playing them. Like you learn a bunch about Mayan culture playing this because you're in a museum and you have to like read the placards and then solve a trivia thing. And my sister and I would literally sit down at the computer with our notebook. We would be taking notes as we are playing this game to go back and see what did we talk to with this person? What did they say? Okay, this is how it factors into the puzzle. Like we felt like little baby detectives for real.
Edutainment.
But
whatever. Hold on, is it a 2-pack of DVDs?
CD-ROMs, baby. It's for the family computer that was in the downstairs living room, like rec room.
Yeah.
And so we'd go and we pull up 2 chairs at the family computer, get our notebook, and we would both sit there and we'd take turns like driving the mouse because it's just a point and click type situation. And so then it's like, there's obviously like the sister fighting of like, no, let me do this one. Let me click around. Or we have certain puzzles. Like I'm really good at the slidey puzzles. My sister's good at the other stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would recommend this to anyone with a child around like 10, 15, 21.
There's merch.
I've played this for my whole life. Okay, so number 34 is the most recent games. And oh man, they're just so fun. So I would go back, like my sister and I have different favorites. And there are like different moments in each of these games where my favorite game of all time is game number 11, The Curse of Blackmore Manor. And that one I can play with no notes, no nothing. Like I can go through and I can solve the puzzles. I'll tell you right now that the gargoyle on the top floor to get into the secret rooms, you go right, left, right, and you're in.
Wow. It's like Contra. What does "it's locked" mean?
Tony, that is the biggest lore. So you go around and you're like solving these games, and whenever you're trying to get into a room, like it's just point and click, so you don't know what you're going to get into until you interact with an item. Okay. And so literally 90% of Nancy's lines are just, it's locked. It's locked. It's locked when you click on something because you're like, oh, well, that's going to be a thing I have to interact with later. But right now it's locked. So I either need to find a key, figure out a code, talk to somebody. So it's just like it's a tick of where you are in the game. You're going to hear it's locked 8,000 times. And that's just part of my vocabulary. It's locked. Okay. It's locked. It's locked.
This is a whole other world. Yeah, it's interesting. Paige is also into the gaming world, more contemporary stuff. And there are so many subcultures.
See, and I'm so intimidated by the gaming world because I am like a very enthusiastic elementary school gamer.
Yeah.
If point and click, that's because it's all brain, no coordination. It's just use your brain, solve the puzzles, solve the mystery.
It does explain some things.
Doesn't it?
So when we're whiteboard sessioning, I think what you're actually doing is becoming Nancy Drew because you're very much like, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, I gotta get it on a piece of paper.
And then like, how are we going to solve the thing? And when we get to roadblocks, you don't shut down. It's just kind of I am a problem-solving machine. It's locked moment.
Yes, it's locked.
It's locked. It's locked. And then it's like, when we open the door.
Yes.
This is very revealing.
No, I am a mind mapper. I am a problem solver. I am a mystery machine. Period. Mystery machine. Okay, Scooby-Doo, pop off.
Nancy Drew is going to show you.
Me and my little gamer girl heart too. Like I fell deep into a hole with Animal Crossing over the pandemic. I've never played it before. What do you know about Animal Crossing?
These are things I don't know about.
Oh, obsessed. I'm going to tell you. So Animal Crossing is you go to a little island. It's on the Switch. And you arrive at this.
My kids play this game.
It's so great, Tony. You need to let them give you an island tour because that's my secret love language. If I can show someone my island. But you go and you arrive at this uninhabited island with a raccoon named Tom Nook. And he's the king of capitalism. And he goes, thank you so much.
The king of capitalism.
He's like, thank you so much for coming to this island. We want to make it a tourist destination. Only you can do it. But I'm going to need you to do all this work. So you can only do it if you live here, though. So I'm going to give you a loan so you can put a tent up at this place and work. And so your job, you go around, you cut down trees, you plant seeds, you catch bugs, you fish, you make friends with the little villagers. And it's a game that happens in real time. So like a day is a day is a day. Mm-hmm. Some people like skip the system and like flash forward in time. I'm a real player. It takes time because you have to wait for the fruit to grow. You harvest money bags. And you end up paying back Tom Nook. And then he keeps selling you more stuff and then giving you more jobs. He's like, you're going to build this island, but you're going to have to take out a loan to do it. And then you spend the rest of your life paying it off.
All right, here's the deal. This is my deal with games.
Tell me.
It just feels like a job you don't get paid for.
See, and here's the thing. It was a job. And I took it so seriously because for my ADHD brain, I'm like, I just need, these are tasks that I can cross off and feel really good about. Did I catch all the wasps today? I did. Okay, great. Did I knock on all my rocks to see if bells are going to pop out? I did. Did I pick up all the weeds? I did pick up all the weeds. And I do get paid for them just in the game, Tony.
Just in the...
Because that's how I pay back Tom Nook.
My wife does this. And I'll be like, what are you...
great, Tony.
She's like, I like the satisfaction of checking something off my list.
It is.
And it's a distraction. It's like an achievable... For me, it's like, I would rather just not.
I get that.
Just let's enjoy.
And that's okay.
It is. I'm not judging.
I know.
It's just... okay. So
and it's great because I did it as like, it's pandemic now. Everyone's like playing this Animal Crossing thing. It seems like something I would like. And holy moly, did I fall deep.
They got you. Is this a deal where you have to start buying things? Mm-hmm. How much did you spend?
Oh, I didn't spend any of my real money.
Okay.
No. I did have a friend though, and we were joking because for a minute I used my brother's like Nintendo online subscription so we could visit each other's islands. And he was my bell daddy for a while. He would give me a bunch of bells. Which is their money. The money in Animal Crossing is a bell. And I was rolling in bells. I think my savings account is like 5 million bells. Because you get savings and you get interest on what's in your savings account. It's the level of detail that's in it is kind of wild.
So then, okay, so let's say you have 5 million bells and you talk, who's the king of capitalism guy?
Tom Nook.
And you're like, I have 5 million bells. I'd like to buy something. Mm-hmm. Do you buy the island and is the game over? No,
the game is technically over when you get a 5-star island. So all of your residents love living there so much that they rate it 5 stars. Which I did so long ago. Oh. But now I just keep buying new items.
It's a rental property at this point.
It's my pride and joy. There's like a whole museum section. There's a beach section. There's,
Hold on, but if it's in real time, are you doing this every day?
I was, yeah. I was. For real. Okay. Tony, I would be at work and then lunch break. I'm at home. I walk over to my couch. I do my daily chores over lunch in my little island, which I named Tiger Isle because it was right after the Tiger King came out. And then I didn't realize you could never change your island name. So I have to live with that forever. But it's okay.
So would you like walk by your actual, like, dirty dishes, walk by and do your online chores?
100% yes.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah. It was a whole time. And when I thought I was going to be playing Nancy Drew to study for this episode, I was like, yes, I'm going to get into a vintage Nancy Drew. It's going to be so bad and so wonderful. Yeah. Dang it. I can't play it on my Mac. I found another game called Dredge and it's a fishing game. I fell in love with it.
Good one.
So great. And the graphics on that are really cute, but it's another just like, there are only a few buttons and a few things. And that one also has a dark underbelly. I think I like a game with a dark underbelly.
But cute on top, dark on the
bottom. 100%. Cute on top, dark underbelly.
But that's opposite for Nancy Drew, right? It's a flip. Because she's actually like altruistically trying to solve the mystery.
100%.
She's
the mysteries always look cute on top, but like the first second when you arrive, something goes awry. Nancy, it didn't start out in the beginning. It was always like these happenstance. Nancy would show up somewhere and then, oh no, a bad thing happened. Only later on, around like game 20, did they start being like, something's weird. We've requested Nancy Drew's presence here.
Got it.
That's when she's built up her reputation as a detective now. So people come over there. But there are like Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. There is Secret of Shadow Ranch. So there's like a ghost horse and you have to learn how to barrel race. There's one that's, I don't like this one, but it's Danger by Design. And it's like this fashion lady in Paris and you're her assistant, but then you have to swim through the catacombs of Paris and without running out of air. It's crazy.
So there's your marketing connection, right? You all of a sudden you're immersed in like 10 different industries from agricultural.
Hey, that's maybe why I'm a jack of all trades. Like I will figure anything out. Just give me enough time. I can figure anything out.
So like if we're in a meeting and you're not really feeling it, we can just be like, Nancy Drew would keep going.
It's so true. It'd be so annoying how much that works on me.
Are you going to accept that it's locked today? Or are you going to work through it?
Well, maybe I need to go talk to somebody else so they can tell me the secret thing that I need to unlock the door.
Oh, so it was codes, not keys.
It all depends. Here's the thing. It's locked is a blanket statement for you cannot pass here yet.
Got it.
So it's either you got to get a key, you got to get a code, or it's going to be magically unlocked after you talk to this guy. Because then they'll be like, oh, well, you know what you need? You need to go into the storage room. I'll unlock that for you. And then you walk back and it's automatically unlocked.
So if it's an unlocked and then you're able to open it, does it go like click, click? Or does it say?
It goes click, click. It's so satisfying.
Got it.
So you want to hear like the mechanics. You don't want to hear, it's locked. And oh my gosh, you get so tired of hearing her say that. It's locked. Like, I know, Nancy. I freaking know.
But I love how much I learned today.
Oh, man. I know. Secret little gamer girl. Well, thank you so much for listening to Things That Are Red. This has been a Red Dot Labs production. For more episodes and information, check out red.ad.com and be sure to follow Red Dot Branding and Marketing on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. Thanks, y'all.
Thanks, y'all.
It's locked. Unlock it.